Hello again, Mirrorscapers. This is Liger's Eye, back with another video. This time we're going to do another build. I'm looking at a temple from the Candlekeep Mysteries. Simple map. Just looking at this layout. This takes place in kind of a grassy area. So outside we'll be doing grass. Inside, courtyard. I think I'll be using some basic stone pieces. We've got a 10-foot outer wall, which this looks extra thick. I'm not sure how or if I'm going to double that up or just keep it a single wall. Looks like the altar is also enclosed with a wall, but a thinner wall. So I may have to double this up to get the thickness. Others, the stairs, a couple stairs here, ending in rubble. So pretty simple build. I think we've got all the basic pieces for this. So we can go ahead and get started on it. I'll just kind of slide this to the side here, and I'll bring that out now and again to reference anything that I'm wanting to show you. So let's start off with let's say our basic stone floor pieces, and I think the inner wall of the temple we can use that, and then for the thicker outer wall, I think we can use that. That's pretty impressive there. Let's see, what other pieces will we be using? Some stone stairs. Use that for the sarcophagus. Not quite sarcophagus-like. Actually, I thought... Oh, yeah, right here. Use that as just a regular coffin if we want. But that'll get into the details. We can take a look at that. Look at that later. Meanwhile, we also need some basic grass, forest base, another forest base, and a third one for good measure. Get a little variety out of that. Okay, I think that is a good start then. So, do I want to work on all of the grass first, just build on top of it with the stonework? I think so. So let's go ahead and grab these pieces and see what we can put together. I'm going to start off, I'm going to just copy these and set them aside so I can grab individual pieces if I want to insert them. I don't want to use this stone piece too frequently, because it starts to look a little repetitive. So I think I'll just pop that one out and make a copy. There. And I forgot, I'm on the PC version. I can be using hotkeys, not just mouse clicks. Okay, and I'm going to pop these out here also. So I'm just building some basic literal groundwork here. Randomize things a little bit. Anything that starts to look like a pattern, I can just randomize a bit, adjust it so it doesn't look like it was all copy-paste. a future request for features is one that we could, in effect, take or select a piece. Don't know how they'll implement it, but the suggestion is to be able to identify a piece and literally just drag it to make a whole field of just that piece. This would be a perfect example of where to apply that. So, future release, hopefully. And I'm just splitting these up a little bit. Got a pretty obvious seam down the middle, but I guess we're going to cover that up anyway with the temple. So I will just randomize some other pieces here, and then we can get to work on the main structure here. Okay, that's a good start. I may need to build out more grass later, but let's look at this. Let's do a wall count here. So we're looking at one. See, each square is 5 feet, and in here, one square is actually 2 by 2, so 10 feet. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. So let's get started and see how this goes. Oop. Thought I copied it, but I did not. There we go. Got 6, 7. Bring this back up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then just a single. So what we're going to do here, I'll actually drop it on this side. I'm going to add an 8th block here, but rather than leave it hanging out, I'm going to turn snap off here, and we're going to overlap these two. There we go. Because I think what's going to happen is when we build this temple out, we'll need a center line on a single square rather than splitting a block down the middle. Okay, so now we'll take advantage of this, and we'll start building down. Oh, got to get my snap back on. Okay, now this gets a little tricky because we're doing this on a half block. So I'm going to need to turn the snap back off. Line these up. Need to readjust these here just a little bit. Pardon the zoom in. I want to get an angle from above here so I know I'm lining everything up. And another requested feature is a little more of a fine adjustment for placement. this would also be a good place to use it. Because I'm just not getting this quite right. Okay, it's still just a smidge off, but we'll work with it. So I did forget to count this. So let's see how many squares we're going to need for this spacing. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 13. Aren't you glad you're watching the video where I'm teaching you how to count? And switch snap back on. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, that snap is picky here. I might have been a little off in this one too. Now, I know in my last demonstration on circles, I was a little loose with my placement, but that was really just a demonstration. What I'm trying to do here is actually build a usable map. One thing some of the Mirrorscape folks are having us do, and they're also participating. Hi, Eric. We are attempting to make all the maps from all of the current published books from Wizard of the Coast, which of course they keep coming out with more, so that makes it a little more challenging, but we want to build kind of a nice library to start with, so everyone's got all of that to work with. Okay. I think we're good there. So we just need this wall on the bottom end. Not too bad. A little bit of spacing here. Okay. Grab a couple more rows of grass here. Okay, that's a fairly good start. Consult the map here again. Okay, so I've got stairs that are 15 wide, and it needs to be centered. So we do actually need to move the half block to the side here. And we'll take that one out, and that'll give us our 15 width. let's go ahead and grab our stairs. I'm going to build these to the side here just so the snap doesn't get too confused with all of the other pieces. So I want to study this a little closer here. So they actually show pretty tight steps. These are a bit on the wide side. They're also leading up to the courtyard, which I think I said I was going to do in stone. And I think that also means that that's going to be a bit too tall for the stairs. We'll come back to that here in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to grab some floor pieces here. And let's start assembling our floor. So what do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Well, let us do... Not quite. Gonna have to turn snap off here. How's that lining up? I think that's pretty good. That could be enough. Pretty close. So just need to drop in one more row. Oops. Undo. Well, I'm doing really good here with the mouse. Copy, paste. There we go. It looks pretty good. So, what to do about the stairs here? I think we'll double check this on the map, but I think I'm going to need to raise it up anyway, because we've got ramps moving down, so they need to descend below ground level. Anyway, so if we're going to do that, let's go ahead and just raise the model up. Come on, there we go. So, don't know how deep we really need to go, but this gives me some room to work with. This way, we can kind of sink the steps to the width of the block wall, which also means we may need to raise up the floor Should have thought of that sooner, because now I'm going to have to select all of these by hand here. Probably a better way to be doing this. And what I should be doing is determining exactly what height I need. About there, that looks good. We all even? Here we go. That's pretty satisfying. Okay. I'm gonna take just a moment here and save early on in the beta. We did have some issues with crashes, but I have to say it's been nice and stable for a while now. And I'm also gonna change my screens here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Get rid of that white bar, and I can still bring this one forward. Okay, so now we need ramps. So we got 20 feet and then 15-foot long ramps. So to make space for the ramps, we're going to delete here and here. And because we're working with half pieces, we're going to slide these over here. Delete those, and while we're here, let's delete some of the ground pieces, since they're hidden anyway. If this was a much larger build, I wouldn't have layered up the ground here underneath the blocks, but this is not a large map, so I'm not too worried about the item count here. And let's get some stairs. Actually, turn snap back on, and let's get double here. Okay. So we've got our 15-foot descent. Likewise for here. And since that ground is visible, let's pop those out. And let's look at this detail here. So ramp down ends at a wall of rubble after 15 feet. So let's go find some rubble. So there is a literal rubble piece, but that is just, that's 5 by, or 2 by 2, so 10 feet by 10 feet. Let's drop this in here, but I'm not too confident about that. And we need to double check here. There we go. So that's not much in terms of a wall of rubble. Not too impressive. I think we're gonna jump over to this rock pile. That's a little more impressive. That tells me there was a cave end of some kind. So let's look at this. Drop that a little more, a little more. There we go. That's a tad more impressive. I'd like to be able to do a little higher. I think that is about as high as we're going to get. Now, if I really want to lock that in, I can take that piece and copy it over. There we go. That's a little more impressive. So let's get rid of, take out this piece and just copy these over here. A little variation, we'll just spin that around. It's not too bad looking. Obviously the cave end. So let's just, we need to kind of close our sides up here. I think we can just copy a pair of these. Let's get them lined up if we can. We'll just drop those down. Maybe need to move them forward. That's a little bit better. Okay, so let's add those on this side. There we go. Now you're really blocked in. Do have some ground sticking out there. Get rid of that. Yeah, I would like to get rid of that, so... Just drop a fresh pair down. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's look at our next step. So about 15 feet in front of the ramps, we've got kind of a set of stairs coming up. And I'm thinking, since we're using the big blocks, we can do the same again to kind of create the base below this and then use our thin wall that I found earlier to put that on top. So that spacing is not quite going to work, is it? Oh, there we go. Nope, that's still not right. So I need some overlap there. Okay. Oh, there's quite a bit of overlap here, so I'm going to double this up here. So that's some pretty dense blocks. So I'm getting that about right. Of 1, 2, 3.5, yep. Just test this here with our wall on top. So let's just count this quick. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I am off somewhere. I've made that a little too narrow. Okay, let's start again here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. But this time we need about half that. Can't just remove a whole block, can we? Well, perhaps we can. that going to work? We're at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And what was our map? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I'm still a little short. So everything needs to come out about 2.5 feet per side. So here's the question. How picky do I get with this? Because now I'm dealing with quarter-size pieces, not just half. So I'm about to learn how I could have done this better to begin with. Because now that makes a lot more sense. Okay, let me undo that. Okay, I think that's what we're looking for here. Goes right up to that back wall. Well, looks like we're going to need another half piece. We'll get this lined up and dropped in. Okay. Now that I've got all of those in place, I'm betting I'm going to need to drop these too. So we just got a short set of stairs in the center. And lining up the center, that'll be right there. Nope. Undo that. Is that going to be about right? Okay, let's grab some stairs here. Oh, that's gonna bug me. I'm still a little off, aren't I? Yep. Yep, I am definitely struggling getting these things lined up here. So we're gonna embed the stairs a little bit. That's probably a bit much. That's a little more reasonable. Okay, so the stairs are a little longer than the map, but minor detail in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so now let's fix my my other mistake here. I did not line these up very well. In theory, I should only have to drag these out just a tad. On the line there, on the line there. Still not quite right. Let's bump it out just a tad more. So it's going to be a little imperfect, but I guess it's an ancient temple. We'll just assume their architects weren't very smart, like me. Okay. I think that's good enough for now. I could be here all day trying to fix that. Oh. Forgot my altitude. Okay. Now we're all level. Let's turn some snap back on here so at least the walls here are somewhat straight. Now I should check the map here. We've got corners to work with. Maybe I should be using some corner pieces. Save some headaches there. So let's back up here. It's a little better. How big is our doorway here? Just a single? We'll fudge that here in just a second. So I do need to overlap some of these pieces. Okay, now let's get all these level. Is that going to be a problem too? Can't get that fine adjustment that I'd like. So we're going to go with that because it's not letting us do different. Okay, so we got 6 columns, an altar, and a sarcophagus. Let's take a look for what we have in the way of columns. I believe there is a dwarven set. Pillar. Well, that may be my best option. Okay, so let's go with that then. Yeah, let's see how those were placed. Is that going to leave us some room? Altar and sarcophagus. So what should we use as an altar? Am I stuck in a loop? Yep. Yeah, one of the bugs they're still working on is it's an inventory loop. You'll see it's the same sets repeated over and over again. There's a quick way out of it if you happen to come across it. If they haven't squashed it by the time this posts, come back here to get this first line, select the store, and when you see this spinny, come back to inventory, and it gets you back to the top. So we could use this 1x2 as an altar. I don't remember there being a true stone altar, but there's a lot of pieces. Hard to keep track of everything that's available in here. All the minis. Okay. If there is something else, I'm overlooking it, but that should work pretty well. I could put together two of these just because they're different type of stone that'll pop out a little bit better. Given that it's an altar, should look a little different than the floor, I think. So maybe we do this. Just put our two pieces together for the altar that way. Okay. And now we need a sarcophagus. And I think we were going to use the coffin. Oh, I'm in the loop again. Well, I should be looking at that. So here's a quick look in our store. So anything with a green check mark is something that I already have. And then when you purchase more pieces, or if they're available to purchase, you'll see they've got a price underneath them in Arcana. And that's a pillar. That's a pretty large pillar, though. I think this is going to be, yeah, that'll be a little bit too big. Plus, it's also Dwarven style, and that's not really fitting in with the rest of the architecture. There's a large pillar. Again, though, it's got the Dwarven graphics on it. Looking to see if maybe there was an altar type piece there. So, not that one. So let's go back to our regular inventory and grab our coffin. This is going to be our sarcophagus. So that's a pretty big one. That's about 15 feet. So I'll flip that. scale it up just a smidge there. Yeah, that's pretty close to what they have. Maybe we move the altar just a little closer and shrink that down for a little better scaling with the other pieces. Okay. Let's do once over here. So we've got our thick wall, ramps, stairs. Calls for a curtain. I don't think we have anything quite like that yet. Let me take another quick glance through the inventory. No, not seeing anything else quite like that. Not yet, anyway. Okay, and that's not too big of a deal. Okay, so I think we've got this pretty close to the original map here. Now, for my own, I think for my own satisfaction, I always like to put roofs on these things, even though really they just get in the way. I like to cap off the buildings. That way, when players are looking at them for the first time, maybe from the outside, they have a little more presence. Look a little more significance. And I think I did this with another build during the beta. I actually took these stairs and turned them into the roof. So I could just do something like that. That's definitely got a temple feel to it. Now there is, thinking about this, and the set piece is available. Let me make sure I'm going to the right place. I thought Dwarven Forge has... Yeah, Dwarven Forge has a couple of options, I thought. We could use this double vaulted doorway as kind of a over the entrance. And there was another piece I'm thinking of as well. Of course, I'm not going to find it now that I'm looking for it. Oh, I'm looking at it. No, that is the same arch, just with the floor and added doors. I was thinking of something else altogether here. probably looking right at it and not seeing it. Maybe do a search. Oh, there it is. That's what I was thinking of. Could use that, but take out the doors. So one of two ways: we can leave it with the with this facade. Like I said, we can take out the actual. Oop. Undo, undo. We also have the option, if we just wanted basic shape, to reverse it. But I don't know. I think that's way too impressive to not use that way. So we're going to scoot that in just a tad, and I think we'll drop that. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, that's a little better. That gives it some depth. And then we can take these pieces got a little off on the pattern here. Let's back up. That's a bit better. A little more impressive looking there. And just take one more quick look here. Now, I think just for atmosphere, let's look at some lighting options. Grab a couple torches, maybe. Torch. Is our search not working here? Yeah, we're stuck in that loop again. It also prevents you from doing searches. There we go. There's a torch. There's some torches. I think I like the tribal ones. Pretty simple. So, and we are going to lower the ceiling here so we can hide our rooftop. Except to hit the torch. So. I'm thinking couple out front. And then let's look on the inside. I think some in the center just for a good measure. Raise the ceiling back up. And let's take a peek inside. That's pretty good. Hey, you know what we're missing? we're missing Billy. Let's go get Billy. This is pretty good. Let's zoom into Billy's perspective here. Coming in to the temple. I think that's looking good. Hop up. Okay. So I think we're about done. Considering maybe shrinking the torches, but I think they look pretty good. So let's pop out here. Oops. Popped way out. Well, how did I manage to do that? A little bit stuck here. Okay, let's go, since we're having a little problem here. Not there. Map Manager, we'll do a quick save. And let's load up a different map, and we'll come right back to this one. Nope, we're still. Not sure what I did there. Well, I think that is a sign that this is a good stopping point. So thanks for sticking with me through this one. It was pretty simple. Had a little trouble with the lining up of the pieces. Kind of an odd map for this type of application, but a little fudging here and there. I think it worked out fine. And if you are interested in this map and more, any of the maps that we've done for the published book, definitely head on over to hub.mirrorscape.com. And if you've not set up an account in there, and all of these, like this map I'll have available, I'll have posted here shortly, and a couple hundred others we've got available there already for free. These are community members who've already made maps of their own, and really just want to share all the designs. So thanks again for watching, and escapers, get out there and build, and we'll see you next time.